Good morning, Sunny, Sandy, and Andrew. Good morning, Bloomer Married. Rylan, Linda K. Good morning, everyone. Kevin Brand, good morning. Hold on a second, I gotta wheel myself over here a little bit to grab the coffee pot. Gotta go so far to get it. Colorado, good morning. Cat Lover, good morning. Colleen, Quill, Dardine Creek, Jamie's Channel. Good morning, Will. Good morning. Hope you all are doing well. So Roll Tide Day. Kevin. Martha Dickinson, good morning. I am feeling much better. Much better. Beth, good morning. Bucks. Well, I'm going to have to go with Roll Tide on that one. Go Roll Tide. Sorry, Buckeye fans. Dari D, good morning. I'm sorry, Kevin. Andrew. Andrew, I hope your day, definitely improves. Mel, good morning. Freezing rain there, black ice everywhere. Sorry, Linda. It's going to be a blistering 35 degrees here today. Thank you. Catherine Maloney from Ireland, good morning. Yes, I did, Blue Mermaid. I believe I responded back, but I'm not sure. I'd have to actually check. Been pretty busy the last part of this couple weeks, but sorry to get back to normal. 35 for Tina Hansen in Maine. Good morning, Tina. Juta, good morning. From Sydney, it's 3 a.m. there. Oklahoma, still here. Good morning. It's raining in Oklahoma. I wish I was in Ireland drinking a Guinness. Yeah. I like Guinness, but not all the time. Every once in a while, it's good. Mel, I had an awesome Christmas. I had there was 27 people here for Christmas dinner and festivities. Had all the family come over and Maureen Oma. Kathy Griffin, good morning. Griffith. Sorry. Jill Nimcheski in the 40s and rain here in Wisconsin. Negative 13 degrees. I would hate to be there. I got a buddy up in Juneau, he's north of Juneau, working up on oil platforms or something up there. And it was windshield the other day. He sent me a picture of they have yellow alerts and red alerts. And it was a red alert morning. It was negative 82 degrees where he was. Still here, perfect vision in 2020. Gonna get laser surgery? Can't remember what they call it. Drawing a blank on it. Good morning, faithful one. It's only 54 degrees in Arizona. Who shows in Arizona? All my friends pretty much took off. They're all in Hawaii right now. They go every year at the same time, but they like it there. Well, clarity and vision in that's 2020. It's 50 degrees in Tennessee. 54, cloudy, but really feels 58. Northeast Atlanta. Must be rough. No. I don't know if I'm gonna go golfing or not today. I've got a lot of things going on. So later on tonight, me and my wife are going to a charity event. It's kind of like an early New Year's party, but it's to raise money for a couple of different foundations that they raise money for foster children. But I've got to make sure that I have everything set aside for that. But it's like a themed party, so it's the Roaring 20s party. I don't have any clothes that are 1920s, so I don't know what I'm going to do. My wife is trying to think of something. She bought a flapper dress, I think it's called. But we've got that going on tonight. Then I have to make sure I have everything squared away for that before I do anything, make any plans to do anything else. And I got all that, Mel. Man. No, I'll have a blast. I like the charities that we're helping raise money for. Well, they have a silent auction. And there's going to be dinner, dancing, drinks, social hour. There's a lot of things going on. It goes from 8 o'clock to 1 in the morning, but I highly doubt we're going to stay that long. I mean, we won't make it till 1 o'clock in the morning. We might make it until 11. We might be there for like 3 hours or so. But Blue Mermaid, I don't know if I'm golfing or not today. It all depends. I have to make sure I get everything squared away for tonight. Don't know who's going to. If my wife has lined up a a babysitter for tonight or not. Are you waiting to join Patreon until January? Should I not drop the link? You can put the link in if you want, Dari. I'm not. No, I've already decided what I'm doing with Patreon, and on the page it actually breaks down exactly. Instead of being 3 different categories, tiers, it's going to be two tiers for Patreon, and it's I have it all spelled out, like how it's going to on January. Well, probably the 2nd of January is when everybody will be moved into 2 permanent tiers they're still there. A lot of people are dropping the Patreon anyways. I've noticed since I now have on YouTube, I have channel membership. It is now off. I have that available, and people are joining that. So well, thank you, Linda. I don't see anything that we do differently. Justice for All afternoon from Angela in England. Good morning. Yeah, I was originally Mel. I was told that according to YouTube's own outline for the different features, it says that I wasn't available to offer channel membership until I got to the 30,000 member level. And as soon as I hit the 20,000 member level, it gave me the option. It's like, do you want this? And I'm like, sure, I guess. I mean, it's basically their way of undercutting, and getting rid of Patreon. That's just the way YouTube is. If anybody offers something out there that is better, or a feature that a lot of channels will use, they'll go right out and they'll find a way to develop the same thing and try to push the other one off of it. It's kind of like, this is our sandbox and these are all my toys. Get the hell off my out of my play area. Because when it comes to other features like Super Chat, that wasn't a YouTube feature. That was originally offered by 3 other companies before YouTube offered it, and then YouTube found out that there's a way to make money in it, so they started offering Super Chat. And now they're trying to push Patreon out of the way by offering channel memberships, and when they also have it's called Fame Bit, where they put the YouTube creators and channels together and they match them up with companies where they can pitch their products and do promotional videos for them. So they're pushing other companies that have been doing the same thing out of the way, and they're taking that because they found there's ways for them to make money. Yeah, that's true, Linda. If that's what people want, whatever people want to do, I'd rather send a check than give it to a third party parcel out what they see fit. Yeah. YouTube has so they offer channel membership. Channel memberships, they take a much larger cut than what Patreon offers. I mean, that's who Patreon. I mean, YouTube is. You can give a donation to support a channel. I'm not telling anybody to do this for me, but I'm just saying you can. Maybe you have another channel or creator that you really like a lot and you really want to support them. You can make a donation with them with that person through PayPal. And PayPal takes, I think, 14% on PayPal Me donations. where a super chat YouTube is taking like 35. I mean, but that's just who they are. They're finding a way to offer the same features, but take the larger chunk every time. It is. Yeah, well, it is. More of your dollars will go directly to who you want to support with PayPal than doing a super chat. There's just no way around that, and as long as a person has a PayPal card and they're not just transferring it, because PayPal then makes money. Where they're making their money is people transferring money out to their bank accounts, because they're charging, I think, 10% that way. So they're charging a fee coming in, and then 10% if you transfer it out to your bank. But if you have a PayPal card, there's no fee. That's just YouTube, though. Well, thank you, Justice for All. I mean, it all depends. I mean, some people don't like PayPal. Some people, to answer your question, is PayPal a better option? Sunny Sandy. It all depends upon the actual creator, and what they prefer. I offer all the different. I give it to them, and either take it or leave it. I don't care. It's not that I don't care. I mean, shouldn't say that, because somebody will take that and twist it the wrong way. I'm okay with all. So it doesn't matter to me one way or another, which avenue people want to use. I just find it funny that, and kind of humorous that, if tomorrow afternoon somebody comes out with a better way to offer a streaming service, YouTube will steal that idea entirely, and they'll start offering it themselves. Right now, YouTube is directing their attention on StreamYard and Streamlabs. Everything that they offer as individual companies that is better than streaming directly here on YouTube, like I'm doing right now. YouTube is developing all the different things that you can do. So, like on Streamlabs, you could offer coins and stickers to people who gave donations. YouTube's already got that. They've already taken that entire idea and then now offer it to anybody who does a super chat now over, I think it's like a certain level. And then channel membership. If somebody is a member and they pop up here for my channel membership, it has a little icon that's a different color, that tells people how long they've been a member. That came from Streamlabs, from the Streamlabs full service, not their free service. StreamYard, I mean. Well, I'm glad you enjoy the content too. And good morning, Anna. Tara, good morning. Well, you're welcome, Justice for All. So after this stream, I'm going to release. I think there's either two. Right, it's either two or it's going to be three videos. I have to look at it again, because I was going to release one tomorrow. But after that, I'm cleaning out all the videos that I've had on my channel that have been unlisted. Some of them go back to November of last year, and that's the one on Cindy Watts. But so today there will be a Cindy Watts video. There will be a channel review, and I think I have another one on Samuel Little. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, I totally understand, Chrissy. I'm just glad you're here. Hippie Chick, good morning. And Molly, good morning. How are you doing, sweetheart? Chrissy, to comment on what you said there, I never ask anybody, and I'm terrible at it. I just want people to be here, and I want people to enjoy the content. If you can, and if you want to, great. But I never ask people, hey, come on, where's the super chat money? Come on, support my channel on Patreon. I'm never going to be about that. This is my life and this is my channel. And, if people want to support, if they can't, then great. But I'll never get to the point where some of these channels that are out there, and I've seen a lot of them. I watch a lot of different channels out there where they're constantly got something scrolling at the bottom of the screen, how you can, click on this link and support the channel, and they got a, giant whiteboard for the top, supporters of the month. I just think that's disingenuous to what I'm, the content that I'm trying to put out there. And I don't think it's fair to you, the viewer. But that's just me. Lisa Rayner, good morning. First Munch. Good morning. Karen Purnell, good afternoon from England. Scrolling up, I was talking, so I don't want to make sure I don't miss anybody's comments. Thank you, Molly. Kazap. Good morning, Kazap. I do. I appreciate every single person who comes by and watches my channel, even if you don't agree with me and my views or what I have to talk about. I appreciate everyone. As long as we can be respectful, we can talk about what we don't agree with, and hopefully come to a meeting of minds. I hope we're all adults. Well, thank you, Chrissy. I consider a lot of you my friends as well, and I definitely have. I've made some lifelong friends, and I hope to make more in the coming year. Yeah, I have to figure out how to turn the stupid notification thing off on this computer. I turned it off once before, and the damn thing keeps on popping up. So we're gonna hear these chimes every once in a while. Every time there's another notification on YouTube. And these are all notifications directly from YouTube. And I've turned it off, and for some reason, it keeps on turning itself back on. So every time I turn on this, we're on my laptop right now. But every time I turn on this laptop, it's just like, I get like 50 or 60, depending on how many comments I had overnight. It's insane. I'm Scottish, Irish, and English. I already. Internal conflicts. Yeah. I have a friend who is Palestinian and Jewish. talk about people who fought for a long time in internal conflict. I told him, I go, I paid to give him money just to have him bring a camera and put it in the corner every time he goes home for a family function, because half of his family is Palestinian, the other half of his family are from Israel and Jewish, and I would love to see that the conversation, hear the conversation that goes on there. Scottish Irish is Andrew is Scottish, Irish, English, German, Cherokee, and a Taurus. What does that say? Plus an only child? Woo! Boy, Andrew. That's and a redhead. You've got it all. Well, at least you can have a fight with yourself and win. I'm my ancestry is Irish and Norwegian. My dad was third generation from Ireland. It's where his father was from Ireland, but the rest of his family lived northern. I Miss Jagger. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. About the community page, Dari, I noticed that too. It's not showing up. But then again, I've seen some really weird, bizarre things have been happening like the last like couple of weeks at least on my end from what I've seen. There was a good 4-day period there where I could not get any video to upload to YouTube. It didn't matter if I was sitting directly in front of my router and actually connected my laptop by an Ethernet cable to my laptop. I couldn't get anything to upload to YouTube, and I kept on sending messages, help messages, like, hey, what the hell's going on to YouTube, and they never respond back. And then when they do respond back, they send you a canned message, well, we're on it. You can tell that that it's canned because they don't even bother to refer to you by your name. iPad versus app versus internet directly. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but I know I don't have my cell phone with me. I put it on the charger before I came out here, but I know on my iPhone, not on my iPhone, but on my Android, when I go to the mobile, I don't have the community tab that shows up there. All right, now it shows membership, then it shows studio, and then it shows videos, and it has like all the different the little bars you can click on, but it doesn't say community on mine. Not all the time, but then again, sometimes if you're on a desktop or a laptop, on the right hand side, so actually it'd be a left hand side where the taskbar is. I've noticed that also everything is gone, and there's only 4 tabs there now. Home, subscriptions, memberships, and something else. But all the channels that I even subscribe to, it's all gone. So I think they're doing something with it, but I just don't know exactly what. Southern Mom, good morning. I don't know if you really want to post that on here, do you? Fucking people. Sorry. Thank you for timing him out. I reported him. I don't know why that was. Yeah. That's the world we live in, ladies and gentlemen. Bunch of friends sitting around talking. Yeah, you end up getting people like this all the time. You know, not just crazy and hateful. Loti, good morning. Anna, your email address was blocked. So you're trying to send it to Karen. I'll just tell Karen your what your email is. Karen, it's her name. Put it together as one word, then add this year at Gmail. Well, I appreciate it, Dari. Yeah, but all right. So, who wants to play a little bit of serial killer trivia? Got some doozies for you. All right. Let's see. We'll pick the first one. So, first question in serial killer trivia. So, we've all heard of the Green River Killer. I'm going to assume we all have. The Green River Killer out of Spokane, Washington. The first victim of the Green River Killer was the first victim they found of the Green River Killer was an unknown prostitute who went by the name of Yolanda. Yolanda was the first victim that they associated with the Green River Killer. She was not found anywhere near the Green River. How did they come up with the name Green River Killer? Nope. I got a couple for London and the UK and one for Ireland. Because that I picked a whole bunch of them. Green River Killer. Green River in Auburn. Yeah. How did but the question is, the trivia question is, how did they come up with the name Green River Killer or Green River Murders? The first victim wasn't found anywhere near the Green River. I'll tell you what she was wearing when Yolanda disappeared. She was wearing she had a denim purse, silver necklace, rings, bracelet, and a rabbit fur coat that was hand colored, black shirt, and black slip-on shoes. Those are the items that she found. The items were found, some with her, some not with her, but none of the items were found near the Green River. And it went by Kazbat. I guess it'd be pronounced Kazbat. But initially, Kazbat. That's a unique name. How did they come up with the name? Little bit of Sandra. Good morning. Relax. Hi. Relax. Welcome to the stream. And Melly D. Well, later on, there were victims that were found near the Green River. That's later on. But when they first started finding the actual victims, they came up with a name for the first victim, Yolanda, the day that she was found murdered. Before they knew there were any other murders that were associated, they already came up with the name Green River Killer. It ran in the paper, in the Spokane Tribune, the day of the first murder victim, Yolanda, when her body was found. They'd already named her the Green River Killer, well, the Green River victim. But she wasn't found anywhere near the Green River. Matter of fact, if you're anywhere, if you know anything about the area, about Spokane, she was found in the 4100 block of Upper River Drive, approximately 3.7 miles from the Green River. First victim. Unfortunately, she was 26 years old. She was a runaway and a prostitute and a drug addict. Unfortunately. Ooh, Rain Dancer, good morning. You live on the Green River? Sorry. Yeah, everybody wants to look at my shirt, don't they? Bad Trick. So I just finished reading this one. The Hunt for the Spokane Serial Killer by Bill Moreland. Good book. Good book. You got pictures to prove it? Oh, Scorpio Soul. Sorry, didn't mean to miss you there. I was wondering. I'm reading down the thing here. I'm like, oh, Karen says hello. Got other ones. Yeah, Gary Ridgway. He was definitely the Green River Killer. Now you can cheat if you look it up. I tried to look it up. It's in the book, and then I tried to look it up to try to find the answer, and I couldn't find any references to it. But it's when did this book come out? What year was this printed? Bad Trick from 2001. If you can find the online reference to that, and that's the thing about this book is, I mean, it's a great book. It's very well written, but I was trying to find references because there's a reference in here by Laura Lee and Dan Pell, who took photographs of the actual crime scene and then he owns the rights to a series of photos of Robert Lee Yates Jr. But you have to go through Getty Images to actually see the photographs that he took of 101 with Robert Lee Yates Jr. He took some pretty scary looking photos, and they're just of him sitting in a jail cell and then conversations before he went to court while he's wearing his suit. But all right. It's in the book. If you guys want to get the book, the reference to where Green River Killer came from a beat writer from the Spokane newspaper. I don't know if I just wrote down it was Spokane newspaper. It could be the Tribune. I'm not sure, but he apostrophized that there was a possible serial killer who was in the area because a lot of women had been disappearing, and there was an area where not in Spokane area, but near the Green River, and within that area. There's a Starlight Motel where a lot of these women would work out of, and he kind of like came up with this this theory that these women came to this area because they were runaways, and it was a cheap out. They rented by the hour, the day, the week, the month, the motel room. And he came up with this theory that all these women were disappearing and nobody was paying attention to all these women who disappeared. Mr. Frosty, good morning. Bye-bye, Mel. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her last name right. She's the writer. Wachesky. Ready for the next one? Let's see. Let's pick one that's more international. All right. Is anybody out there familiar with Ian Brady? Ian Brady, serial killer from the UK, from Lancaster area of England. Ian Brady had several pair of different partners, but he was a partner to a couple who killed well, they were kind of like a partner, but he ended up taking the female on as his main partner along with him in his murdering ways, killing all these women. Well, okay, because that you already got it. Wasn't even done yet. Well, that was quick. I wasn't even done describing what he had done yet. Karen Purnell got it too. Yeah, okay. Maybe that one was too easy. The case of Bible John was an unsolved murder case of 3 women in Scotland, in which Scottish city did these crimes occur. The Bible John murders. We'll see how quickly you guys get that one. That's actually enough. Jesse, welcome. The first one I see that chime in with the correct answer is Kazap. Glasgow. Correct. All right, next question. Coming back to America. Long after Berkowitz was convicted of his murder sprees and everything that he did, how many fires did Son of Sam Berkowitz set? Ginger Anderson, good morning. What are we talking about? We're doing serial killer trivia, Ginger. Yeah, who let them their matches? Bye, Anna. You have a good day, sweetheart. Dana Schmida, good morning. You're close. Very close. The answer to how many fires did Berkowitz set The official number is 1,488. So yeah, damn close to 1,500 fires. Yep. So the next one is a follow up on the same one. Oop, I almost closed out the page there. All right, so Berkowitz, the official number of fires that he set, that they can confirm that he actually set, was 1,488 fires. Of the 1,488 fires that he officially has been linked to, that he started in his lifetime, how many of them did he watch? A lot of serial arsonists love to watch what they did, their fires. How many fires did he actually watch? Quill says 845. Sluice investigates 999. Jill says all of them. Loberg, all 1,488. Half of them. Graveyard Bobby. I'll write it down. Yeah. Everson says 666, 666. It might have been. There are arsonists out there that don't like to watch what they do, but there are a lot more that statistically who like to watch what they've actually done, see the destruction from it. That's where they get their release. It's me. Thank you. I'm feeling a lot better. And thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, and Nutless Wonder, Andrew. He's definitely a different type of serial killer. Is the Son of Sam. Berkowitz was, in a lot of ways, I mean, I could make an entire series on just Berkowitz and some of the bizarre things that he did in his lifetime. You know, he didn't just kill people and torture them. In a lot of ways, he was kind of like, BTK, bind, torture, kill. In a lot of ways, they had a lot of similarities in how they picked out their victims. But Berkowitz was a very bright individual. One of the I think there's probably a couple handfuls of like all the serial killers that have ever been caught that have an above average IQ. How's the little one? Oh, he's doing great. It's me. I spoiled him rotten for Christmas. I did. I bought him a whole bunch of toys and stuff like that. I didn't spend a lot of money on it. It wasn't about how much money I spent, because at this point in his life, it's more, he gets more enjoyment out of the cardboard box than he does out of the actual toy most of the time. But one of my subscribers, and I'm sorry if I forgot your name, sir, but sent me in a Christmas card. He sent an code for an Amazon gift card. So I bought him like this truck. I'm going to do a little review of it, but it actually it's really cool. So it's a truck, and it has screws and nuts that go on it. So you have to actually assemble it. So it's one truck that can become, it's a backhoe, it's a bulldozer, it's a cement mixer, and everything. It's all these different things, and you can move it around and the different pieces. And it comes with a little drill thing, but there's, it's not hurt a little kid, but it's really cool. But I got that for him. And I was like, that is super cool, but he loves that. He's just sitting there, he'll take the wheels off and then put them back on, and take the wheels off, put them back on, and then put the wheels in the dump part at the back. Because you have to put, obviously you have to keep the box, because it actually comes with an actual little plastic box inside where you can put all the other pieces in so you don't lose them. And I put that up on the shelf. So he has one truck, version, like the bulldozer put together, and there's all these other pieces that you can use to make all the other different, machinery, trucks. So that all fits inside this little plastic case about that big. Okay, let's get back to answering how many of the fires did he actually watch. Berkowitz admitted in a New York Times article from his diary that he watched exactly 1,000 of the 1,488 fires that he set. He watched 1,000 of them. Never wrote in his diary or admitted to anybody else why he only watched 1,000, but he only watched 1,000 of 1,488 fires. Well, that's kids though, Chrissy. Yeah, my son, the out of everything that we got him, the one thing that he was the most entertained by was probably one of the simplest and cheapest gifts that he got. He got it from his grandmother, and it's what the company's called Melissa and Doug. I always want to say the other way around, Doug and Melissa, but it's Melissa and Doug. They make wooden toys, and all it is a tiny little bench, and it's got pegs on it. It's got 8 pegs on it. He hammers one down, and as one goes down, it pushes another one up because they're on like little swivel thing. So he sat there and he pound down 4, and then the other 4 come up. Then he pounds those down, and when he does the other 4, he just pounded down, come back up. It was probably, I think she paid $20, $25 or something like that for it on Amazon with shipping. But we told her she could have it shipped here for free, but she didn't want to. She pays for shipping. She doesn't like Prime. Berkowitz was a pyro. Yeah. He was a lot of different things. Pyromania was just one of his. He was a sadomasochist too. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Old style toys. It's still a young. I mean, he could have. I watched all of his nieces and nephews who are around the same age group. As my son opening up their gifts, and because we had them all here, and their parents bought them, um, tablets and electronic devices and MP3 players and stuff like that. My son could care less about any of that stuff. He would rather have books, and he would rather have things where he can work with his hands. And that's that one thing about that truck that he absolutely just freaking loved, was he can take it apart and he can put it back together. Because I sat there and I showed him first. I had to show him how it all goes together. And then once he figured out how it went together, he sat there and turned it around and looked at it. And then he figured out how to use the little cordless drill thing that it comes with. It's got a socket part, a screwdriver, two screwdrivers, like regular screwdriver and a Phillips one. But it's all plastic. But he figured that out. He figured out how to take the wheel off, and then he sat there and looked at the wheel. And then he tried to put it on backwards, and that didn't work. Then he tried to put it on the other way, and it fit. Then he tried to put the little screw thing in that it's all plastic and there's no sharp points or anything on it, and they're big enough pieces that you don't have to worry about a little children choking on them. But he figured out how to put it all together and take it apart. He played with that for I think it's actually out in the yard right now. He's got this little area in the back corner of the property, and so outside this door here, by the garage, the second bay garage, there's we've got one of these. It's a 2-story like playhouse. It's got swings, a slide, and a rock wall. It was all here when I bought the house. I didn't buy it, but it's got a clubhouse on the top. And he'll go up there and he'll sit there, and he just kind of look out and and there's like a plastic telescope thing. It was supposed to be a telescope, but he uses it to shout in. And it's got like one of those steering wheel things on it. But he likes to go up there and just kind of look out at watch the dogs run around. But there's pea gravel. It's like soft tumbled stone all the way around it. He'll go all the way past all that to the back corner to where there's dirt and play there. He loves to play in the dirt. He'll just dig holes. A little plastic, spade. Digs holes. Don't know what he's doing. He just likes it. It's a lot like me. Just waiting for him to, make mud pies and stuff like that. That's what he loves to do. Dollhouses. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's the hardest thing. He has a rain slicker, and rain boots for when it's raining. And of course, he doesn't want to wear them. He'd rather go outside and run around naked. But trying to keep clothes on him that's half my battle most days. Karen's my lad is 9 and he got Legos. He was so happy he was able to follow all the instructions and build it himself. That's cool. That's what Tim got his grandson a bunch of Legos. My son is still too young for Legos, so he has Dupli blocks, which is like the bigger version of Legos, and he'll build like these big giant towers of Dupli blocks in the play area we have downstairs in the main living room. and he'll build these giant towers and then destroy them, and then build them back up again and destroy them, and then build it back up and destroy them. Kids. Sleuths investigates. You love Legos too? That's cool. Legos aren't just for the little guys. And that's the part that's going to be interesting. Is there are a lot of channels out there on YouTube. I don't know how that's going. The new COPA regulations are going to affect them come after the new year here, because they, even though there are a lot of channels that are adults talking to adults about collectibles, Matchbox cars and Legos and action figures and dolls and stuff like that. And a lot of that stuff, even though they're directing their content directly at adults, it's child content. It can be considered child content, but they're aiming it for adults. That's their target audiences, other fellow adult collectors. But the part that's going to be interesting is on January 1st at midnight, YouTube will launch their learning algorithm again on the platform. They've been testing it in different areas on the platform, but they're going to release it on the platform. If someone hasn't selected that their content is for adults only on the platform, the bot program, the learning software, could determine that this content is for children, or this channel is for children, and that person could lose monetization for everything that they do from here on out. They could lose 90% of their revenue that they're making. And YouTube refuses to answer how, if somebody is, or a video is flagged, as child content, how come January 1st here, and we got 3 days, I think it is, right? But how someone goes about to fight that and appeal that. I can't find anything on the entire YouTube. They don't want us to know, I guess, or maybe they're just trying to figure it out themselves. Still, I think it's more the conspiracy theory that they don't want to tell us, because they already admitted in the YouTube blog that 200 to 300,000 channels they know are going to vanish. They're going to fade away come the start of January. 200 to 300,000 channels. That's a lot of content that is going to fade away. Those channels are just going to die off. What does it default to, Will? There is no default. When it comes to content right now, if I upload a video, I have to tell YouTube, you have two options. You can either tell YouTube at a channel level, everything you put out is either for children, or actually from the age of 13 and under. It's either for that target audience, or it's for those over 13. You can tell them at a channel level, or you can do the same thing. That's one option. The second option is to tell them on an individual basis per video that this content is not for those 13 and under. There is no default. It will not let you upload any content. And everything that somebody has uploaded in the past, private video, unlisted video, live stream, anything that is on YouTube's platform that is still there, that the creator has to go back and go through every single one of them and mark every single one of them either for adult or not for adult or whatever. There is a mixed audience option according to the FTC, but YouTube is not going to give anyone that option, a third option, for adults, for a mixed audience, and for children. They're just not going to do it. They're going to give you two. It's either for adults or it's for those under, the age of 13. So And I'm kind of torn on it myself. I can understand the reason behind the FTC's not wanting to have. I don't want my son to have to give up his personal information to be able to log on to PBS to watch a Daniel the Tiger cartoon, or go onto PBS to look, to do alphabet, tracing in, the alphabet on his tablet, so he learns how to write out his name. Because unlike the school system, I'm still teaching my child how to write in cursive. Yeah, he's 3, but still, I've gotten him down to the point where he makes his W, and then he comes down and he starts the I, and he starts to make the L, and then he loses interest. But I'm up to the first 3 letters. Yeah. And that's the other thing about the bot program is YouTube tells you right in their own definitions, and outline, that the bot program can change. If you've marked the video for adults and the bot program, for whatever reason, it decides that the content is for children, it can change it. Michelle, thank you very much. Where are the parents? Rain dancer? That's a damn good question. And in a lot of ways, the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, is way overstepping their bounds, and they're taking on the role of the absentee parent, the parent who just hands their tablet to their child and says, "Here," and that tablet is now that child's babysitter. There are a lot of people out there that are like that, unfortunately, in today's society. Don't know, Dari D. Don't know. Don't have the answer. What I'm wearing tonight for the party, don't know. That's why I don't know if I'm going to go golfing today. I have to go inside and have to figure out what I have in my closet. I mean, I know I have, like, dress slacks and a dress shirt, something like that. Probably have a complete suit in there. Well, at least I bought it. The last time I bought a suit was for my wife's best friend's wedding. She's been married now 2 years, so it was about 2 years ago. I bought a complete suit then. So I have that in there, but I don't know. I don't think I have enough time to get it dry cleaned. At this point, I know. And I've known about this party for like a month, but all the things that are going on with Christmas and everything else and work and just escaped my mind. I didn't even know today was Saturday. Well, that it was Friday yesterday until, I heard the garbage truck coming down our private road, and I was like, oh! And I rushed outside, grabbed the trash cans, and wheeled them down to the road so the trash man would pick them up. Because Christmas totally threw me off. For some reason in my mind, I thought Christmas was like on the a Sunday or something. I can't remember, I don't know why I would think that, but I did. I'm sorry, Andrew. You guys ready for? Want to do another serial killer question from America? Did Peterson get life? Yes. All right. Next question. This, you can cheat if you want. I don't care. Just want to see if anybody knows it right. Hey, Nurse Bev, good morning. No, Nurse Bev, I didn't take them down. After I do those nighttime streams or my afternoon streams, I don't take them down. I turn them from public to private because they're YouTube. Just seems somebody always complains about them, and then I get messages that there's somebody I don't know who it is, but I'll explain this to you really quickly, Bev. Is there's somebody out there who I don't know who it is. They've never told me who they are exactly. And they always complain that anytime me or my friends who do these live streams at nighttime, who I've marked them at 21 and over, adult content only, before the stream ever starts, somebody always complains to YouTube that every single one of those streams are condoning excessive use of alcohol or drugs. Every one of them. Every time. Even the streams. So I know it's not somebody who's watching the streams all the time, because there have been a handful of times when we haven't consumed alcohol and I have had night streams and somebody still files a complaint with YouTube for the same thing. Every time. So just like clockwork, the first thing I do, I get off the stream. The first thing I do is I mark it all private. And then I either release them, on Patreon, or I'll find someplace else to, release them. A couple of them I've released on YouTube to the YouTube group. But that's why it's not there. You just can't see that that it's there, but they're still there. I can tell you really quickly how it ended. Yeah, how it ended was I just got tired. I was just like, I'm going to bed. I'm sorry, everyone, but then I said good night to everybody and went to bed. I know, but I get people who I understand that it may be a trigger for people who have substance abuse issues. They don't want to come log onto a live stream and see that somebody is consuming alcoholic beverages in the live stream, because it may be a trigger for them. I totally get that. That's why I put in the title, live with beer, or live drinking, having drinks with friends. And I put that in the title for a reason. When we do the night streams, but to tell them, here's a heads up. It's right there in the title of the live stream of what this is about. It's just friends sitting around having beer, bullshit with each other. Sorry for my language though, but all right. I never asked the next question. How many trials did Ted Bundy have before he was convicted? Okay, that's the first part. So like a two-parter. So how many trials did he have before, that led up to his conviction before he was, sentenced to death? And how many trials were planned before Ted Bundy? Okay, you got that one right away. 3 is the correct answer. How do you pronounce that? Michal? Is it Michal? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but welcome anyways. 3. So he had 3 trials. How many were planned? The state had already filed the paperwork to have these trials. So he had 3. I think so, Dana Schmida. We all have vices, but and things that we like. But I think it's a lot of in my case, it boils down to when it comes to the night streams. People just found that whoever this is, I don't know what their reason is for it, but I get the same complaint over and over and over and over and over again. It's always the same thing, and it actually shows me the complaint, how the person what their complaint is as they wrote it out. So it always tells me, and it's like, I'd say 90% of the time it's always written out exactly the same. It's the same context pretty much every time. Same power, well, no PowerPoints, but it just tells you, look, this is why they're complaining. This is how I violated it. This is what I did. And then they put timestamps in there most of the time. But other times they don't put any timestamps in there. They just complain. It's just like my videos that I've done. I've done videos where I've apologized for mistakes that I've made in videos. And every time I make one of those videos, somebody always reports me to YouTube for making terroristic threats or making comments against a protected group. No joke. Every single time. But that's just that, it's part of like YouTube. It used to bother me that this happened all the time, but now I don't even care anymore. I'm so used to it now. It's kind of like, okay, whatever. And I just go on with my life. So what was the last guess on the number of trials the state of Florida had filed against Ted Bundy that they were going to commit? They convicted. They did 3 trials. The Chi Omega trials, they did it on February 22nd, 1979. The Chi Omega trials on January 7th, 1980. And then the murder trial of 12-year-old Kimberly Leach. And for all 3 separate trials, he was given the death penalty. But how many more had the state filed the paperwork they were going to try? They were going to keep on trying his ass until they got the outcome. They're like, okay, instead of they broke up all the charges, and they're like, well, let's go after him. And I remember when they fried Ted Bundy, people turned off their electricity at home on purpose because they thought that would help, give them enough juice to fry him. Good morning, Cece. I don't think I've ever given Cece a wrench. Lisa, 54. Good morning. Yeah. Yeah, she has. I saw. I love that part now on the homepage, the community post. I saw that. CC was under the weather. Oh, I don't think so, CC. I think you do a great job. It's just you gave me a wrench, and like I told you, I don't need the wrench. I think they're more blue names on your streams than there are white. But we all have your back, Cece. We love you. One of the Manson sons committed suicide. All right. So the answer to how many more trials did the state of Florida file paperwork to try him for? 5 more. They were getting ready to have 5 more trials against Ted Bundy after the 3 he had already been convicted of and received the death penalty of. Don't know why. You'd think, after the first one that he got the death penalty for, that you're like, we can't put him to death again, can we? Are they going to put him to death and revive him and then execute him again? Can't do that. But they had planned on doing 5 additional trials and had filed the paperwork. Yep. Inner Peas. Good morning. I'm sorry if I didn't say hello earlier. I don't know if you just got here, but good morning. And thank you. Since Andrew would be more than happy to slap a troll out of here. I think that's what you said, right? You'd be more than happy to slap a troll out of here. I hope you're doing well, Inner Peace. Slap the troll back to its bridge. There you go, Andrew. Slap away. You're a night person? Me hate trolls. There's no reason to be jealous, Rain Dancer. All you have to do is show interest in wanting to do it. Welcome our new moderators, Andrew and Rain Dancer. Oh yeah. Y'all ought to check out Mel's channel. If you haven't checked that out, and Cece's channel, you need to check it out. Along with I was going to tell everybody about a couple other channels that are on here. Well, Sluice Investigates. Did I not set the settings to slowest? This thing is just zooming by here. I'm trying to read the post, and it just keeps on going by. Well, I'm sorry if I missed anybody. Comments. Oh, and you're welcome, Truth Sleuths Investigates. Try not to bump the table here. Bye, Ginger. I hope you have a great day today. Dari, bye, sweetheart. Thank you again. You have a great day as well. Trying to get more professional looking. I think you're doing a damn good job over there on your channel. I don't try to. It's not like I make a conscious effort to not look professional. This is just my style. This is just me. I won that at the golf tournament. Unfortunately, I had to buy a light bulb for it. It cost me $1.49. The original light bulb burnt out. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it. Every other month, your light burns out. Well, we're talking about light bulbs. Julia Young, thank you very much for the Christmas card, sweetheart. I really appreciate that. And thank you for sharing a little bit of your story with me. We did. We had a very blessed Christmas. Thank you very much. Yes, I do. Steven. I got to go over to his channel. And I seen he put up a couple of videos this week. I got to go over and watch them. Been meaning to. I've just been busy. Been kind of slacking on keeping up with all the channels that I subscribe to. I finally got on the other night, and oh, I think it was, yeah. No, I happened to be on YouTube doing something else, and I got to go over. I watched Stacey Payne. Good morning, sweetheart. But I went over to Pretty and Camo channel, and I watched her. Not an unboxing video. I can't what she called it, but basically like doing a review of the after Christmas sales, deals that she got. She got some really good deals at Walmart because she lives in Nova Scotia, I believe. So I guess in Canada, the stores there. I don't know if it's all of Canada, but maybe somebody else here can tell us. But on the 26th, the stores are closed. So yeah, and I don't know if anybody cares or not, but the promo for the Christopher Watts movie is out. The movie that Lifetime Network is making, along with the distribution company for the movie is. Oh, I had it written down. Don't have it here. It's on inside at my other computer. I want to say it was Lionsgate is the distribution, but I could be wrong about that. Who's distributing? The major distributor. But it's going to the trailer for the movie is out. Looking at the husband and guy who plays Christopher Watts, doesn't really look like him, nor does the lady who look like Shanann. But the two girls, pretty close. I mean, they're close enough, that you can actually tell that that they're supposed to be the age of like Bella and Celeste. So. But the trailer is out. You seen the promo? Yeah. I ran across it the other day. I wasn't even looking for it. I can't remember where it popped up. It wasn't on YouTube. It was like no, it was on Facebook. It was on Facebook. It popped up on that sidebar on where advertisements are, and it on there. Because I was on Facebook on the Facebook group, which I'm actually going to be completely changing. So everybody who's in the group now on Facebook I'm going to have to move. They're either going to move over to the new group coming in January, or I'm just going to delete them and I'm going to make everybody who wants to be part of the 411 Now group on Facebook, they're going to agree to a certain conditions, because I'm tired of having to go in there and delete 40 to 60 comments a week because people decide that it's a great way for them to pitch their channels on YouTube, or pitch what they're doing, or sell cosmetics, or do pop-up videos on Lula something or other, some kind of like clothing line. I'm getting tired of deleting those. But yeah. But YouTube is not YouTube, but Facebook has finally given me the option where I can set up a group where they have to agree to certain conditions for the group, and then I can give them one warning. If they violate it, you're gone. I mean, so far I've kicked out more people out of the group than that are in the group. I have no joke. I've probably removed 100, 150, somewhere in there, people from it. Because that's all they were doing was just spamming the group with these pop-up things for this, either cosmetic line, pink something or other, or the Lula something or other clothing. I never heard of either one of them. I don't wear leggings, and I don't wear women's clothing. So pyramid schemes, yeah. Well, that's what it looked like to me. I did a little bit of cursory search on just trying to figure out what the hell does Lula something. I can't remember what the last part of it is, but I looked it up online, and a lot of stuff on the Federal Trade Commission. They call it a Lula-Roo. It's Lula. Yeah, they have more than just yoga pants. They have dresses and jackets and all kinds of stuff like that. I mean, I looked at their page and was like, I don't know what the hell this stuff is and why. And they were like pop-up videos, like sales. I didn't even know people did that on Facebook. I don't go on Facebook enough. It's a dumpster fire most of the time. Every time I log on to Facebook and I want to, just see if how my family and my friends are doing who don't live locally. It's the only reason why I keep Facebook, really. And I get on there, and it's just a dumpster fire of politics and people who hate other groups and other people in the world. And I'm like, why do I even want to read this stuff? This is not anything that I have any interest in at all. So, yeah, but that's where I saw the little ad for the promo for the movie for the Christopher Watts. Mo eBay One. Welcome, Mo eBay One. It's clothing. Yeah, well, I kind of figured that after going through the cursory search, because I went to the FTC to see what the hell it is, and then I did a Google search of it. Trap fix? Did Ja Rule die? Or is his career over with? I haven't heard it if he passed away. I'm sorry if you're a fan of Ja Rule. Fake book is just that. Yeah, Nurse Beth, it is. Yeah, I didn't look at the prices. Monkey Bomb 41. Welcome. Yeah, the FTC has them listed as a pyramid scheme, but the cursory searches that I found online, they called themselves an MLM, but somebody killed him. Who killed Ja Rule? Don't know. Didn't know he was dead. I'm not going to watch it either. But I clicked on the link to watch the promo because I just was just curious, of if the people who they picked as the to play Chris and Shanann and the girls, did they look like them? And then in my opinion, no. But I guess they don't really have to look all that close to them. But I just don't. I think that Shanann was definitely a much more beautiful woman than the lady who is playing her. But that just could have been the way that they had her made out and her makeup and everything else, and the lighting and stuff. But it just, I think Shanann was a very beautiful woman. It was a man in the grassy knoll with one arm. Is there a Zembroder film about that? It's a hoax? Okay. Well, see, I don't know. Been a long time since I heard about him. She was. Stacy. I hope they click. Yeah. He did it. I never had any doubt. The only reason why OJ got off on that was because he had a damn good defense team. He paid damn good money for that, and he proved that with enough money you can buy, your way out of just about anything. Can the family not stop this? I don't know. I'm still waiting. I want to read the credits though from it though. I would like to know if Cindy Watts actually spoke with the people who made the movie script. Yeah. Serial killer Glenn Rogers said he killed Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman. Did he? I don't think they do either. There you go, trap fix. OJ killed Epstein. News at 11. We figured it out. We solved the crime. Boom. Thank you, Trap Fix. Trap Fix was the first one to say it. I don't know what happened there. I know it's very, conspiratory, about the entire thing about Epstein. There's Mary. Good morning, Mary. See that? All right, now everybody see where Mary's name is in green there, and it's got the S next to it. Mary is one of my. She joined the membership thing on YouTube. So it goes. I think it's yellow, then it goes green, and then there's like different shades of colors, and she gets that little like sideward S. I'm feeling better, Mary. I hope you're feeling well. That's what it looks like if you do the subscription. The other people who join the subscription things, I rarely do see them in live streams. I see them in the comment section, but it shows the same thing on the comment section. So on YouTube now, in the comment section, I can narrow the comments down by ones that I haven't replied to. I can then narrow it down farther from that to subscribers only, reply to subscribers only. So I'm still trying to figure out, what the best way, because there's like 6 different ways I can narrow down the total field. Those who have channels, and then I can pick, what if you have a channel, I can, reply to your comment, narrow it that way to, more than 10 subscribers, 100 subscribers, 1 million subscribers, 2 million subscribers. And yes, I do have several large channels who do follow and are subscribers to my content. I know one individual who every once in a while he pops into live streams, but he has about 10 million subscribers. And I love that. I love that I get this other thing on my dashboard now, and the new subscribers. It tells me, this person just subscribed, and it gives me a link so I can click on it if they have a channel. And I go. That's 90% of what I do. As soon as I get that notification, somebody has a channel, I go check out their content, and I and several people, and they have different takes on different things. I spent yesterday afternoon. I was watching a subscriber who has a cosmetics review channel. You would think that'd be boring, but a lot of cosmetic review channels today are very boring. At least they would be to me. But she actually makes it kind of interesting, and she was talking about and she was actually breaking it down. So even to someone like me, well, I was like, okay, I had no idea what cover up was, but now I do. Oh, Blue Mermaid. Yeah, I as soon as this live stream is done, I'm going to. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to. I have to go on to my channel first, and I have I think I have 3 videos that I have to move from from private to public. So everybody's gonna get like the Cindy Watts and a year-in review for my channel, and I think I have another Samuel Little video that I want to make public. So I'm going to do all 3 of them at once. And then after that, I'm going to make sure that I actually reply to your email. And then after that, I'm going to, if I haven't or if I have, either way, I'm going to shoot you off another email and let you know just the basics, what you need to do on the channel level. I could probably make a video. I should probably do that. It'd be a lot easier if I made a video and I showed you the step-by-steps on what you need to do when you actually set up your channel. Would that be easier for you? And that way you can take all the guesswork out of it, and then you can start your own channel and anybody can watch it. I'll make it public. Andrew, you go to my About Me page. So go to my main forward now. Go to there, and where you'll see like the videos tab, and you'll see community all the way over to if you're looking straight at it, all the way over to the right. It says About Me. Click on that. Scroll down. And you'll see a gray bar. It says contact on the left side. It'll say in black, it says contact. And there's a gray bar. You click on that gray bar, and then immediately you have to have pop-ups available, because a pop-up is going to ask you, are you a robot? If you have to click, no, I'm not a robot. And then immediately that will fade away, and it will show you my email address. But I'll make that video today. I'll probably have it up tomorrow though. So because I have another video tomorrow that I want to release as well. But actually, it doesn't take that long to make. I might have to. Well, I'll shoot it on this TV behind me here. Because all I gotta do is just move the camera over here to the tripod. This one. I got like 6 of them around here. But I'll walk through and show you, once you make a video, the steps on how to upload it, and I'll show you how on the channel what you need to make sure on the and that way you can set I'll show you how to do it from a channel setup, so you don't have to worry about the COPA regulations, how to set it for adults only. And then all you have to do is just follow the same basic thing that I'm going to show you: title, description, and tags. You don't have to really worry about tags so much, but it does help in search. But if you can just think of like some keywords, that's all tags are, just keywords. That for whatever you type in the description, your tags are keywords from the description or title. So if you're talking about your medical illness or if you're talking about, the fluffy little bunny rabbit you saw at the park, your keywords from fluffy little bunny rabbit, your keywords would be fluffy, bunny, rabbit, those three. And that you just type them in and you put a comma after it, and then it boop, and then boop, boop, and then down where it says tags. But I'll show you, I'll go through the whole thing. It's really simple. If I can figure it out, anybody can do it. And when something goes wrong with my computer, don't look at me. I am not into that. I can't figure that stuff out. Yeah, Chrissy, I'll make it and then put it up. So look for it tomorrow. I will simply title it "Making Your YouTube Channel." Simple as that. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I have to get going. It is almost 10 o'clock here. We've gone for almost 2 hours. So I want to thank everyone again for being here, stopping by and listening to me ramble today. If you give this video a thumbs up if you like the idea of adding content like the serial killer trivia, because I'm going to be doing more of this, mixing it in with the live streams coming in the new year. So it's not just a free for all. We're still going to have that, but I want to add more context, and more content within the streams itself. And I think that pretty much everybody enjoyed the trivia in that way. So again, everyone, thank you very much for being here today. And I hope you all have a safe and happy New Year. And please, for the love of God, please, if you go out for New Year's, do not get behind the wheel of a car if you've been drinking. Do it for somebody else's life, if not for your own. Do that for me. All right? Stay safe, everyone. We'll see you next time.